Our next big story, in-depth coverage on a new push to strengthen gun control in the capital city. WPRI.com reporter Dan McGowan joining me in studio. Dan, you broke this story. Now, violent crime in the capital city has actually been on a downward trend for much of the last 30 years. So why does the mayor want to focus on gun control now?
You know, there's a couple of reasons. One is certainly if you look around the country, we've seen these high-profile cases, Baltimore being the most glaring one. And I think the mayor kind of just wants to get out in front of it a little bit. Certainly he would say, even with violent crime being way down over the course of 30 years, you know, one shooting or one homicide is too many. So it gets you out in front a little bit. And then, of course, it's good politics. You know, he's a Democratic mayor of a Northeast city. This is where these people stand typically on these issues. So I think that all is a part of it.
Now, usually when we talk about gun control, it's on the federal level. So what is he wanting to do here, and what can he really do under his own power?
You're exactly right. I mean, certainly any of the major, assault weapons bans, things like that, that's all going to happen in Congress. And of course, that's always a sticking point with the NRA down there. The problem, the thing that he can do here is really kind of bring people together to try to maybe launch an education campaign for young people in particular. That's kind of what he's talking about. Trying to really, inform people on the consequences of committing crimes. And this isn't just, you go to jail for a year or two. These are life-changing crimes, and certainly life-changing if you're involved in a homicide.
Something where they get in the schools like the DARE program.
I think something similar, maybe not exactly DARE, but yeah, something like that.
Okay, and does he have a lot of support for this right now?
I think he will get a lot of support if he does it right. Remember, this isn't going to be, because we're a Northeast city, we're not going to see the NRA coming to town. We're not going to see a war in that way. If you make it an educational campaign, you bring stakeholders together, policymakers, politicians, and community members, I think he will drum up a lot of support for this.
All right, WPRI.com reporter Dan McGowan, thank you. And you can read Dan's full report on Mayor Elorza's gun control campaign right now on WPRI.com.